Here's Chandler Catanzaro ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Go to 54, go to 54, Lion.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Space to maneuver at the 40. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 75 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. The tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. On 1st down, it's Newton. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A shotgun snap for Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for the Panthers. 45 yards. Newton on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Newton now to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And now running right through it. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Now Newton. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. In for the score. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Wes Horton. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
There we go, kill.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out.
Hey, 47. Check 59, Mike. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. 23 yards on the play. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
26.
Prescott now on 2nd down. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You're going 47, 47. Gun.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Schwartz is 8. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Panthers have recovered.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
An ideal beginning of the drive there is they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Now Newton on 1st down. Finding some room at midfield. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Dancing to his left. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Newton to throw, and he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for. I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but
he's got it for a Panther touchdown. Jarius Wright from 3 yards out, and his guys are able to strike for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Cat and 0 out now as he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Absolutely. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Newton now. Only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. A final shot before the break. Newton. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Gano's kick is right through. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Kid had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Steps away to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Coming off the pick 6, it's Newton. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Sean Lee in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Prescott from the gun. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Prescott now. And incomplete here to bring up fourth down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Here go 46. Here go 46, 46.
To throw is Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. A first down carry by Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A dump off to Elliott. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. On third down, it's Prescott. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there?
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And they're not able to convert on fourth down.
One universal in football, when it's a kicking situation, all right, you're kicking a field goal, an extra point, you're punting, you never want to hear a second thud. That means the block has occurred. Imagine being the guys on the bench right now, the defensive unit. They thought they were going to get a cushion when they went back out on the field. That's no longer there.
They had the chance to take a second-half lead, but the special teams unit, they said, not on our watch. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a first down throw for Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a third down. Out of the gun, Newton. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. A critical error there in a tight game with the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over. Now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mario Addison in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Second down, Prescott. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Here's Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
10th carry now for Elliott. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Now Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll give it to him up the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. Throw right side taken in by Gallup. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is indeed good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He's back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there for Carolina. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Then we're going to 53. Switch is 8. 47. 26.
One last shot now for Prescott. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.